Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad to hear right before July the 4th. Today is July the 3rd, and we've got a great show lineup, a very unique show lineup today. But first, our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at the corner of Baldwin Road and Highway 77. Today's high, well, it's July. What do you expect? It's going to be right around 91 degrees. Low will be about 78. Now, the water temperature is just warm out there. The water temperature is at 83 degrees. All right, now let's take a look at the tide chart. If you look there on your screen at the tide chart, and by the way, you can pick up these tide charts at C&G Sporting Goods at any time. And we're in the neap tides. It's going to be really good for scalloping this weekend because we don't have that big, strong tidal flow. Our low tide, if you're looking on the screen there, will be at high tide is 1:14 p.m. and low tide is at 8:38 p.m. Okay. Now let's take a look at our fish and game forecast for today. But speaking of scalloping, we've got all kind of news and all about scalloping, but we'll get to that later. But let's look at our fish and game forecast for today. Some good times here. On the screen there at 5:15 to 7:15 this morning, and this afternoon 5:41 to 7:41. Both of those times you have daylight, and both of those times you can get outdoors and do some things, and there'll be a lot of activity going on. Okay, that's brought to us by Mark Coward of Edgewater Beach Realty. Now we're getting ready to set up this unique show. I always try to challenge myself to bring up some new and exciting things in the outdoors, and that's sort of how we got the outdoor ed program started at Mosley. But this is something now, we've never done this before in Panhandle Outdoors, and we're going to have an experience of actually going outside and do some stuff after we introduce our guests and all. But we do about 260 shows a year, and I like to bring up something unique on occasion. And I think as an outdoor person, you're really going to enjoy our next guest and what he brings to the table. So let's go ahead and take our break, and we'll be right back. Hi, welcome back, and welcome to an exciting show this morning. Our guest, Douglas Crosby. Good morning.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Glad to have you. Listen, tell the folks, you from here originally, tell them where you went to school.
I'm originally from Panama City, and I went to Callaway Elementary School, then to Everett, and graduated from Rutherford in 1990.
All right, right through there. Good job, sir. There. And we're going to talk about remote control vehicles, and this is exciting. So we're actually, in a few minutes, going outside and do something. Right now, tell us about what you do, about your remote control and club and all.
Well, we have a club of about 7 or 8 people, and we have a track that the county has let us use part of their property. As soon as you turn into Harders Park, it's on the left-hand side. We've got a sign. We've got little flags and a course set up. Mm-hmm. Everybody's welcome. We gather every third Saturday of the month from around 11 till whenever we end. Open, it's just a friendly competition, no entry fee or nothing. Bring a truck that you got. Just to have fun. Okay,
and what's cool, y'all actually building these things.
Yes, sir.
But now, if you don't want to build one, you can buy one.
You can buy a ready to run, ready to go. Comes with batteries and charger. Anywhere from about $200 on up to about $500.
Oh, cool. I've always loved these remote control Jeeps and all, and you can put any kind of body on it you want, I guess.
Yeah, they got all kind of scale bodies, the hard bodies. People even make their own bodies. It's a whole. You can really put your heart into it and imagination.
Okay, so we have a Facebook page, and what do you call your Facebook page?
Panama City Monster RC.
Okay, and I'm going to show you just a couple of pictures. We'll go through a couple of pictures here on the Facebook page right here. So we'll start on this one right here. Tell us on the screen right here. Tell us about this picture.
Well, what we have is a custom build out of brake line chassis and scaled tires and wheels. Get.
All right, we're going to show them a little bit closer. And that's a truck body there.
There's a Toyota steel body.
All right.
There's our flags that we run between, separate colors. We got gates that we go through with different points on the track.
You got a course that you zigzag through.
We'll get to them. That was when we got our big pad of stickers that we put on our flags.
Got stickers on the flags, right. Okay. And that's sort of the courses.
There's one of the courses that we're in process of building. That's a faster rock bouncing course.
That's good at the counter to let y'all have some of that place out there.
Yes, sir. They call that an Ultra 4.
Okay.
Fast vehicles, rock bouncing. As you get through pictures, you'll get to where we gather. you can come on through. There's one of our tractor pulling sleds.
Oh yeah?
We hook a little hook to these things, and we can drag a rock up and see who can drag that thing the farthest.
Oh, that's cool.
There's one under a flex. We got some good flex. Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, that's good.
And he put a motor on top of the front of it.
That's cool.
There's one of our friends with Motorhead Racing. There's a family of racers right there, and they're on our course running the
whole
track.
family. It's a great family opportunity.
Yes, sir. We have a family of 5 that they all race, and the youngest one is 5 years old.
Cool.
We bring trailers and tables to work. We show up. We have lunch and hot dogs and stuff.
Oh,
We've got plenty of pictures through
what
everybody.
a neat thing to do. Okay, we got a lot more pictures. Go on their Facebook page.
Yes, sir.
What's the name of it in Panama?
Panama City, one word, Monster RC.
Okay, find out a lot of information there. And just show us real quick what one how you built this and
Yes,
and
sir.
just sort of
We built this. I built this here. I got actually a man with Emery Works made this out of 3-hour quarter-inch brake line, solid brazed, and it's got brushed motor, got good flex to it, got oil-filled shocks and springs.
Actually, the shocks and springs are actually oil filled.
Yes, sir.
They're the real deal right there, oil filled. And now the tires are like you say, they're foam.
Yeah. Foam on the inside for your air. That's what we work. Softer tire helps grab around the rocks.
All right, flip it. Okay, it's on the screen right there. Now let's see on the bottom right there.
Underneath, you got steel solid dry shafts on both the front and rear. Got metal links. The axles are actually scaled axles.
Okay.
And you got your motors on the inside, metal top. ESC back here, you carry a spare tire.
A spare back here. Well, that's cool. And then you of course the remote control and all, and you can set up the course. And what we've done, folks, is we've never done this before on Panhandle Outdoors. We're actually Jeff is taking the leadership in this as our director. We're going out into the parking lot out here in Fox 28, and we're going to set up just a temporary course and see how these babies work.
That's right.
That sounds like fun.
Yes, sir. That sounds like a good thing.
All right, so we're going to take our break, and we'll be right back, and we'll meet you outside. All right, folks, right here at Fox 28 in the parking lot. Now, we just made this temporary boulders and logs and everything.
Boulders and logs, whatever you can call it.
I'm excited about it. He's showing me how to do it, but first I want you to demonstrate what's going on. This is amazing, the power.
Well, we can start on one end, and if you drive it, get a little tire up on, you can go a little slow.
So the key to it, you want to get a tire on top of an object.
I call it riding the high spots of a wave.
Okay.
You get your areas and come out a little backwards, forwards.
So that's amazing. Look at that. Look at that climb up there. Look at that. All right.
They'll climb over a lot of different stuff. You can get a tire up there without bottoming out or hitting the center of it. You can darn near get over it.
Oh my goodness. Now, wow. All right, you flipped it over. All right.
Let's give Winston a try
it.
here. You got one that's pretty powerful.
Now, let me ask you this. Okay, now you just showed me how to do it. So I'm gonna now which turns it? Let's see that.
There you go.
That
Left
turns.
and right with your wheel. Your trigger's forward and backward.
Okay. I'm already stuck.
That's all right.
How'd I get out of here?
Yeah, back
Okay.
on up.
I don't know.
It's all about some trigger control. You can go slower and faster.
The power of these. Now, folks, this is fun. We're gonna. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. I'm about to hit 23rd Street with mine. Let's see. What's the reverse? Oh, okay, I got it.
You got it. Trigger backwards.
Okay. Let's see. Yep. Let's see.
There you go.
You got to be coordinated. Jeff, I'm lost over here.
There you go. You got it.
Okay. All right, so here's what we're going to do. All right. Now I'm going to,
We usually try to play follow the leader.
okay, that's how you do it.
Yeah, if I was to get somebody to follow you in right.
I promise you, I'm not going to be able to do that. How about just loading up in a trailer? Now,
There you go. You get your trailer shot.
That's amazing. Okay. All right,
There you go.
There you go.
A little bit of trigger control here, slower and faster. It gets you on there a little better. Somebody new, the first thing they like to do is get full trigger.
Yeah, yeah,
But
and that's
you
right.
can
Yeah.
ease into it.
I see what you mean. Just ease it. There you go.
And you can back up a little bit and hit a little harder like you're going to hit a mud hole. We all come from the country, so we know about hitting a mud hole.
Okay.
There you go.
That is cool.
And it's fun for the whole family. You know, you get one truck, the whole family can drive through. They can run.
I was trying to hit Mandy over there. All right.
The dog absolutely loves them. You can give him an exercise that he don't know
The
about.
dogs.
Yeah, I got a dog at the house. He likes to chase it, and he gets scared of it.
Okay.
Perfect size for a Ken doll.
Right. Well,
My girls would love them.
some people now, I tell you, there's
Mandy, up at y'all's farm?
some people put drivers in there, and there'll be something from Star Wars, there'll be something from G.I. Joe.
You got to get your dad, Mandy, to get a couple of these up at the farm. They would.
My husband would love them.
Yeah, he would too.
Now we've been working with the county to bring off-road racing to the county. They got a section that we got off that the county is going to let us build a track if they'll let us do it.
That's me going over everything.
That's all right. That's about what I'm like to show. They go over darn near anything.
Okay, I brought in my outdoor lady now, Mandy Miller Warren. And Mandy, I'm going to show you, even anybody can do it. So Mandy, this is your first trip.
Yeah, and I'm a woman driver, so, you know, it's definitely not natural.
All right, let's see what you can do.
As long as I don't just follow the leader, like y'all were talking about. All right, let me
Any way you
can't
want to
even
go.
just turn around to get to the beginning. All right.
Oh,
And I'm going.
All right.
Telling you, they need to make these in pink for my girls.
You know what? That would be great. Make it in pink.
Of course, we've already destroyed a couple of the store-bought. These don't look like they're the over-the-counter Toys
these
R
aren't the
Us.
Walmart brand
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, these are.
We have a hobby shop in town called My Hobby on the corner of Sherman and 15th Street. She can get you any kind of vehicle you would like to have.
Sherman and 15th Street.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, Sherman and 15th Street.
Not as easy as they look.
Oh my goodness. And my grandkids would love this. My grandson Mason would love this.
There you go. You getting there?
Mandy is a woman driver.
I know. There's not a little person in here. Be in trouble.
Some folks will go as far as putting scaled items, coolers, little doggies in there. There you go. Almost. Turn it to the right. You got it. See?
Look at there. You doing? Look at you.
Go for it. We locked in a
I
little
think we're
spot.
stuck. Oh, you got out of it.
There you go. See there? All right. Look at that. See, you catching on already.
It does get easier.
Now, what this here is bringing some recognition to the RC hobby. There is off-road racing that is really big. We've got a section of property at the county and the far back of the park. We're working with risk management in order to get the right insurance to put an off-road track with jumps and curves and races, because there's a big organization with Roar Racing that we're trying to work with to open up circuit racing. They get involved with Fort Walton, Tallahassee, and I believe there's a track in Jacksonville.
Okay.
But that brings a lot of folks into town, which helps generate income to revenue to Bay County. And also bring the hobby more in full force. We had a small track at the hobby shop, but they did away with it because it was so small. We've got a 300 by 300 foot area wimple track.
All right. Well, I'm so impressed, Mandy. How you like these?
I love them.
They're cool.
Yeah.
All right. So they can meet with you anytime. And just give you a call, go to Facebook,
They
whatever.
can Facebook it, they can message me, and we're always third Saturday of every month we meet at the track.
All right. Douglas Crosby. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
All
Thank
right.
you.
All right, welcome back. Now, I hope you enjoyed that. That's one of the first times we've ever done anything like that. It is the first time we ever got out of the parking lot, and that was a lot of fun. And I can see where you can really get an enjoyment out of that. But before we get back into it, I want to remind you about tomorrow's show now, July 4th. Of course, July 4th is always a special day in America. And we've always, as our family and friends, we've always enjoyed it. I know y'all do the same thing, do some kind of little celebration, and hot dogs and apple pie and homemade ice cream and watermelon and all that kind of stuff. And all across the country we'll be doing that, especially here in the Florida Panhandle. We just have such a loyal group of Americans here, and we're going to have the show tomorrow, and we're going to be a good show and get the July 4th start off right, and we'll be doing all kind of neat things. So be sure and tune in tomorrow on July the 4th, okay? But let's get back to the remote control, and you can see why, we're talking about outdoor activities and trying to get kids in the outdoors. And everybody's not going to love to hunt, everybody's not going to love to fish and fit in certain cubicles and all, but there's such a wide variety. I learned that as a teacher years ago. There's such a wide variety of things that gets a kid excited in a classroom in the same way it is here. So, and it could be, extreme sports. It could be something like rock climbing that a kid enjoys doing. That's better, climbing up rocks and all, a lot better than sitting indoors and doing this. So we always try to get them outdoors, and if it takes remote control, we talk about hiking and getting on the Appalachian Trail and camping and all these outdoor activities as part of the outdoor lure and outdoor, healthy lifestyle. So this is where this fits in too. So it is remote control vehicles and all, but what I like about it, these guys build their own vehicles, and of course you can order them, like I said, and we're going to get out one Saturday morning and go to their course and all, and maybe film some of that stuff. I can see where, especially a kid and adults and all, and people that don't get around, a lot of us can't go hiking or may not have the opportunity to go and can't do anything strenuous like that, but you still, even as remote control, you're still getting out there, you're walking on those trails, and you're still getting some exercise, and you're still moving around. And so this is some good things. And let's look at some more of these pictures that Douglas brought us here. This is their sign out there. It says rock crawling the every third Saturday in Panama City Monster RC. Now you can go to the Facebook page, and I'm just going to go through some of these pictures. I think it's really neat out there at Hardest Park, and it's good of the county to recognize that and get out there and have these things. And you can see they're constructing some courses, and we just put that one up in the parking lot a while ago, right before the show, and you can make your own course in the backyard if you wanted to and all. We're talking about people that live up in the mountains. They've got natural courses. We have to sort of build our own. We got the hills here. They're putting them together there, and just different rock styles, and these are just some of the different members and all. And this is sort of what we did. You notice that we put logs, and I already saw the format of what they're doing. You got some little bit of fallen timber, which is natural and outdoors, and then you have some rocks that just fall into place right there and just make a little. And he also had a Volkswagen body he put on one, so I thought that was neat. You do different things. Okay, here's one of the flags, and here's one of the. You have to go through a certain area. Now I tell you, I had trouble. I didn't realize it's that remote control joystick and all, and I was just touching and going all over the place, and but I can see, and he told me to slow down a little bit. Instead of I was just squeezing like that, you just got to ease down on it, and then you can see and put it in reverse and all. But it takes a little bit of getting used to. I guess like driving a car, but it has a lot of. You can see he was going over everything, and Mandy and I were backing into everything. And I joked about mine. It almost ended up on 23rd Street out there. Let's look at some more of these pictures. Let's see. That's just here's up top of all. That's a different body shape, but different size rocks too are important. I'm sure. What I would like to see. Okay, here's a good shot right here at an angle. That looks like fun, doesn't it? And I don't, that looks like a different, just different friends of theirs. A family get together. Look, everybody's outdoors. You got a trail there. Even if in a wheelchair or something, you can still maybe get out there and run along. Let that thing go with you. I just think there's so much opportunity doing something like this, and it's such a good cause. And he called me about coming on the show, and I didn't hesitate 1 second to. Okay, here's a good picture here. I didn't hesitate 1 second about having him come on, because we fooled around. I bought Mason Santa Claus got Mason a remote control helicopter, and that was just about a disaster. That thing flies up and then crashes down. But I think we need to stay on land, do something. That's a good picture right there. You see, you got to go through these two stakes like that. You got to, and now see that's perfect example, going up the hill through those stakes, and I guess what they do is time everybody. All right, here's one going downhill. That just looks like fun. I'll be honest with you. Look at there. There's the course there. Really cool stuff. And I was fascinated with the tires and all. Here's some guys working on it. All right. Like I say, I plan on going out there and then some more pictures there. The tires are fascinating me, like the foam and air, real soft. You saw me mash down on the beginning of the show there. Panama City Monster RC, a couple of other pictures. That's one of them he had a while ago. Good picture there. All right. And just the guys building the course and all. And there you go. And let's see. And it's a family. Look at there. What about exercising and doing activities with the family? We'll talk about doing that. You got the trees falling down. He's building the course right there. And cool stuff. I just fascinated with this. Okay. So well, there you go. That's a good example of going. I guess the red flag and white flag and all. So anyway, I can go on and on picture. Let's show one more, Jeff. I like this one. That's the last one right there. Okay. That's a Jeep. All right. So I just like a Toyota Land Cruiser. All right. But anyway, the big thing, like I said, is just getting outdoors and doing some outdoor activities. And even though you might be remote control, you're going to be walking along and doing some great exercise. So I'm always encouraging people to get outdoors and do stuff. And that's just a new avenue. Like I said earlier, it could be rock climbing or walking the trails, anything, or just stand-up paddle boards, or getting outside and enjoying nature, or getting on the back of the boat, fishing and all. So all that's good stuff, and that's part of Panhandle Outdoors. Like I say, we do about 260 shows a year. So if we throw in something on remote control cars and trucks, then I'm just tickled to have that variety of things to do. So hope you enjoyed today's show. It's been a lot of fun bringing it to you, and appreciate Douglas Crosby coming on. So check them out. All right. We're going to wrap it up. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for a special July 4th edition of Panhandle Outdoors. You do something good for somebody today. Have a great day, and God bless.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.